Morning children, welcome back to e-learning classes of PN Amarsi High School. Hope you all are safe. So let's begin our new topic, chapter number 2, A Gift of Chapels. Before I narrate a story to you, let me give you some knowledge about the author. Children, Vasanta Surya is a journalist, translator and poet. Her stories for the young have appeared in Junior Quest, The Hindu Young World and Chatterbox. Vasanta Surya's translation from Tamil include A Place to Live, an anthology of contemporary Tamil short fiction, as well as novels by Madhavya Sa Kandasamy and few more. She has published 3 books of poetry in English and her children's novel Mridu in Madras. Now children, let's come back to our story, The Gift of Chapels. The characters of the story are Mridu, who lives with her grandmother and grandfather Tapi, Thatha. Her cousins are Lalli, Ravi and Meena. Her aunt is Rukmani. Before we read, let's have some idea about Mridu. Mridu is a young girl growing up in Madras, now called Chennai, with Tapi, her grandmother, and Thatha, her grandfather. One afternoon, Tapi takes her to her aunt Rukmani's house to meet her cousins Lalli, Ravi, and Meena. A smiling Rukmani threw open the door. Ravi and Meena rushed out, and Ravi pulled Mridu into the house. "Wait, let me take off my slippers," protested Mridu. She set them out neatly near a pair of large black ones. Those were grey, actually with dust. You could see the clear mark on every toe on the front part of each slipper. The marks of the 2 big toes were long and scrawny. In the story, grandfather and grandmother took Mridu to her aunt's house, Rukmani. Her cousins Ravi and Meena pulled her inside, but Mridu protested and she wanted to remove her slippers. As she removed her slippers, she saw that a pair of large black ones was already there, and it was really very dusty. Mridu didn't have much time to wonder about whose slippers they were, because Ravi dragged her to the backyard behind a thick bitterberry bush. What is backyard? Backyard is an area just behind the house, whether it is a small garden or open area. Inside a torn football lined with sacking and filled with sand lay a very small kitten lapping up milk from a coconut half shell. Children, here Ravi and Meena want Mridu to see that the kitten is in the backyard. "We found him outside the gate this morning. He was mewing and mewing, poor thing," said Meena. "It's a secret. Amma says Patty will leave for our Padu Mama's house if she knows we have a cat." Children, who is Patty? Patty is their grandmother and she doesn't want any pet in her house. If she'll come to know that there is a cat, then she will leave their house. They are afraid. People are always telling us to be kind to animals, but when we are, they scream, "Oh, don't bring that dirty creature here," said Ravi. Scream means shouting loudly. Here Ravi is saying that people, they are saying always be kind to animals, take care of them, but when we bring them in the house, they start shouting, "Don't bring this dirty creature." They feel animals are dirty and they don't want to keep them in their house. Now he added, "Do you know how hard it is just to get a little milk from the kitchen? Patty saw me with a glass in my hand just now. I told her I am hungry. I want to drink it. But the way she looked at me, I had to drink most of it to throw her off the scent." It is difficult for them to get some milk from the kitchen. Ravi went inside the kitchen to take some milk. Patty was there and she looked at him. Ravi said that I am hungry, and Ravi had to drink most of it to throw her off the scent. To throw her off the scent means to mislead her so that she won't understand the real purpose. Because they don't want Patty to know anything about the kitten. As Ravi finished the milk, she wanted the tumbler back. "Patty, Patty, I'll wash it myself. Why should I put you to trouble?" I told her. I had to run and pour the milk into this coconut shell and then run back and wash the tumbler and put it back before she got really suspicious. Now we have to think of some other way to feed Mahendran. Mahendran? This little kitty's name is Mahendran? Mridu was impressed. It was a real name, not just a cute kitty cat name. Children, what is the name of the cat? It's Mahendran. Actually, his full name is Mahendra Verma Pallava Punai. MP Punai for short if you like. Children, Ravi says that the full name of this cat is Mahendra Verma Pallava Punai, and in short you can say MP Punai. He is a fine breed of cat. Just look at his fur, like a lion's mane. And you know what the emblem of the ancient Pallava kings was? Don't you? He looked expectantly at Mridu. Mridu giggled. Giggle means laughing, making giggling noise. Now here Ravi is thinking that Mridu is laughing at him and he is saying, "Think I'm joking? Well, just wait, I'll show you something. It's clear you don't know a thing about history. Haven't been to Mahabalipuram, have you?" Now children, what is Mahabalipuram? It's a town in Tamil Nadu and it's known for temples and monuments built by the Pallava dynasty in 7th and 8th century. Well, when our class went to Mahabalipuram, I saw a statue of his. His means cat. Thathas, 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 etc. etc. Now children, Ravi is adding that fact is Mahendran here is descended from that very same ancient cat. A close relative, scientifically speaking, of none other than the lion. Pallava lion, emblem of the Pallava dynasty. Ravi went on walking around the bitter berry bush, waving his twig up and down. Now children, what is a twig? A twig is a very small thin branches of tree, means a small stick you can say. His eyes sparkling. Sparkling means there was a shine in his eyes. Children, according to Ravi, this cat is a descendant of none other than the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. And if I may just remind you, they worship cat in ancient Egypt. How he loved the sound of his own voice. Meena and Mridu exchanged looks. Now Meena and Mridu are listening to Ravi and they both are looking at each other. Children, here Meena and Mridu both are confused. What does that have to do with anything? Mridu demanded. Children, according to Ravi, one of the cat is descended from Egyptian cat and it is Rishi cat, and from Rishi cat the descendant is Mahendran. Now when all these things Ravi is explaining to Meena and Mridu, Ravi flourished his twig at Mahendran. MP Punai here. Whoop! He shrieked, very pleased with himself. When Ravi made this whoop noise with his twig, Mahendran looked up, alarmed. He just had been sharpening his claws on the edge of the coconut shell. But worse than Ravi's awful whooping was a screech from the window. Now some other voice is also coming out of the window. It is screech. What a weird sound. Weird means strange sound. If Mridu was startled, MP Punai was frightened. MP Punai, who is MP Punai? Is cat. Cat is also frightened of this voice, out of his wits. Hair standing on end, he bounced up and scurried towards a bamboo tray of red chilies that had been set out to dry. Trying to hide beneath it, he tipped a few chilies over himself. Meow, he howled miserably. Children, this cat is also afraid with this voice and it's trying to hide himself somewhere under the chilies. Screeching went on and on. What's that noise? Said Mridu. That's Lalli, learning to play the violin, grunted Ravi. You can find a new character in the story is a music master who has come to teach how to play violin to Lalli. Lalli is not able to play violin well, but she is trying her best. Ravi said, "She'll never learn a thing." The music master just goes on playing like a train, whizzing on and on, while Lalli is all the time derailing, going completely off track. Dear children, Lalli is not able to play violin well and she is always off track. We shall keep our explanation till here only. I'll explain you the rest of the lesson in the next video. Till then, have a nice day, stay safe, and thank you children.